Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings today. The crisis in PDP has become a cause of concern, especially to the key stakeholders in the party. Don't forget that right now the National Secretary's position has been very controversial despite the court orders and the court judgment that have come up. Appeal court said it's Ode that should be there. But then yesterday we saw a very dramatic moment when Samuel Anyanwu, who is considered to be an ex-national secretary, stormed PDP secretariat and was accepted, opened his office and entered, and that was it. A lot of discussions are still in the air on what is happening. But interestingly, former National Publicity Secretary of the party, Kola Olugbondia, has accused the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Wike, of creating room for collapse in the party. He made the claims during an appearance on a TV show program today, and he shared his thoughts on the National Secretary dispute and asserted that the party recognizes the legitimacy of Sunday Ude Okoye's claim. Now, the big question is, why was the office open for, the National Secretary, talking about Samuel Anyanwu? I'm going to share a video with you, but however, let me give you an inkling of what he said. He said that first and foremost, I want to say that as a member of the People Democratic Party, PDP, whatever Debo Olugbondia comes out to say, the official position of the People Democratic Party as the substantive National Publicity Secretary of the party. So I cannot detach myself from whatever has come out in respect of the issue that he had forthrightly said that legitimately and constitutionally Sunday Ude Okoye is a person recognized by the party, and not until he says otherwise, I think that is constitutional. I'm going to allow you watch the moment also when he took our time to talk about the person of FCT minister, where he also claimed that the FCT minister, that's the former governor of Rivers State, had played a big part in collapsing the party as a result of his romance with the APC. Let me allow you watch the moment. We'll be back to talk more on what is going on right now.
To say that as a member of the People's Democratic Party, whatever Barrister Debo Olugbondia comes out to say is the official position of the People's Democratic Party as the substantive National Public Secretary of the party. So I cannot detach from whatever Olugbondia has come out to say in respect of the issues within the party. And Olugbondia has forthrightly said that legitimately and constitutionally that Sunday Ude Okoye is the person recognized by the party. And until he says otherwise, I think that his position is valid. On the issue of external assault from the APC or the principals in the APC, Dr. Olugbondia, you will recall that at every situation in which we have discussed PDP on this platform, in which I have been involved, I've always made the position known that there are attempts to reduce the People's Democratic Party to a branch or an arm of the All Progressives Congress. And I've also went further to say that the involvement of the former presidential aspirant on the platform of the party and current minister of FCT, former governor of Rivers, Wike, in the governance of the All Progressives Congress has created a room that can lead to the collapse of the People's Democratic Party. That is a fact. So if Olugbondia is saying these two issues, I think largely I subscribe to them.
On the future of the party, let's hear what the former publicity secretary Kola have to tell the viewers.
It largely depends on how the party itself works itself out. And I'm happy that you mentioned the fact that, the National Working Committee should be able to pull themselves together and provide the required leadership. And that is where all these issues come in. What is the disposition of the National Working Committee? Those who have been elected to run the affairs of the party, what is their disposition? Are they ready? Are they prepared to provide the required leadership? Well, if you ask me, I'll be ambivalent. I can't say yes or no. Because as we speak now, clearly, it does appear that, the acting chairman and the acting chairman, the ousted national secretary, the national organizing secretary, they are on one stream. The other members are on another stream in respect of the situations occurring in the party. So, but the weeks ahead and the days ahead looks very promising. So we'll see how they can achieve purpose.
That was the former publicity secretary of PDP, and he's very optimistic about the future of the party despite all the brouhaha surrounding the party. We know that there's a lot of crack, as he had rightly pointed out in the interview, a lot of cracks in the party, which stems from the romance that Wike is having with, the people, the APC, which is the leading political party in the country. But he's very optimistic. What's your standpoint on all of this?
Well, let me also join him in being optimistic, because truth is, you can actually trace the problem. It's so glaring. All this noise here and there, just remove the noisemaker and the noise will just cease. It's not like it is an inherited problem. It's a problem that is self-generated. It's a problem that is deliberately being created. Remove the creator and everywhere will just be calm. And I feel that PDP is just playing to the gallery, pretending as if they don't know the cause of their problem, and hoping that, like the saying goes, doing the same thing all the time and expecting a different result. Exactly. You know you're the cause of your problem. Deep down in all of you's heart, you know the problem. But you are just trying to play to the gallery. If anytime you are ready to become a main opposition, anytime you are ready to get back a party, do the needful. What are you scared of? What could be the worst case scenario? That one of the founding pillars, quote and unquote, will now leave, or will now begin to, put the whole party into some sort of litigation. Then bring it on. Because if you keep running around in circles, you are saying that you're not ready to become a main opposition. And you are saying also that you are not even ready to be a political party. And don't also forget that politicians that are also on the platform are also watching. They also want a re-election. For some of them who are already on their first term as governors or senators, and they don't want to lose that seat. So if they show some lack of seriousness, which means if they go into the polls in 2027 against APC, they will lose their seats, and they don't want to. So if they don't show seriousness, by 2026, we may not have a party or opposition for the sitting governors may go with all the structures they have to APC and just get an automatic ticket. So it's left to them to think of the future of the party, or to think of one interest of one person as against the party as a whole.
This is really an interesting one there. But as you've rightly pointed out, with all of this crack, do you think that 2027 PDP will be deserted, or do you think that before 2027 all the problems will be solved?
All of this is subject to what they do now. All of this is subject to if they will look at their face, look themselves in the faces and tell themselves the truth and act accordingly. The likes of Ikenga, Honorable Ugochinyere Ikenga, has been saying it the way it is, calling truth to bear, telling them to their faces. And they are pretending as if what Ikenga is saying is Greek. They cannot understand the language. Ikenga is one person amongst all of them that have been looking them in their faces and telling them, look at your problem and you know it. Act now. Because Ikenga too also have a platform to protect. He has his own position to protect. Come to 2027, Ikenga does not even have a problem. Even if he decides to enter Ikenga political party in 2027, he will win. I thought people love him as a person. He just has that fear of Peter Obi too. So even if he let him go to the local government political party, he will also win. He will win clean, neat. But the question now is, what about others? Others may not have that offer. They may not have that mandate of the people naturally. So it all depends on them. If they hit the ground running from the beginning of 2025 and correct all of the abnormality, then they have a party to contest with come to 2027. But if they keep playing to the gallery, keep playing politics with themselves, APC will be the only party reigning. And hopefully anybody who wants to win any ticket, once APC declares any candidate winner of the ticket, the person has won generally in Nigeria. And if that's what PDP wants, then that's how it's going to look like.
All right. Thank you so much. That's where we would like to leave it. Let's be